In Thailand, the names of the senators that will make up the upper house of parliament have been published. It follows weeks of secrecy at the Thai military, which made the appointments.
Now, of the 250 appointments, 66, or just over one quarter, are made up of army generals. In total, around 100 senators are either military or police officers.
They include the younger brothers of Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha and Defence Minister Prawit Wongsuwon. 50 senators represent professional and social groups. That means bureaucrats, farmers, and private sector, and so on.
Now, they're picked from a short list of some 200 people. Another 50 are kept on a reserve list, which was also released today.
The upper house serves for a term of 5 years, and their first task will be to appoint the country's new prime minister, along with the lower house of representatives. Our correspondent Saksit Sombat joins us now with the latest. So, Saksit, any other names that stand out for you on the list of senators?
Well, before we get to that point, one thing that stood out before that already was the whole secrecy that the military government made with that list, with that short list of names, of these 250 names for the senator. In the weeks leading up to the revelation of those names, they were keeping it close to their chest, not giving a peek whatsoever, and also reacting very annoyed whenever they were asked about to reveal those names. So they made a very big secret out of it. Now that the names are out, we already mentioned a couple of familiar names. The brother of General Prayut Chan-o-cha, the current Prime Minister Prayut, he is now a senator, as well as the brother of Deputy Prime Minister Prawit Wongsuwon. He's also there. And also, we mentioned before, lots of names that are associated with the current military government or with the military directly. So it's very clear here that they have selected people among their own in order to basically stack up the whole upper house with people of their own.
Okay, so saying that, what does that mean then in the broader scope of the political landscape, since both houses are expected to convene soon?
Very soon, actually. Then we have now the news that the Parliament will convene as early as next Wednesday, and before the first business will be not only to vote a speaker of both chambers, the lower house Parliament, but the upper house Senate, but following that will be more crucial, the voting of a new Prime Minister. And this time we will have a joint session of the 500 MPs and the 250 senators. So that is very crucial for the military government to hang on to power, because they only need the 250 senators plus 126, just a little bit more than a quarter of the MPs, in order to confirm the next prime minister. And in this case, it's very much going to be General Prayut Chan-o-cha. So it could very well be the scene that, you know, a small faction of the parliament, a small faction of the political scene gets to vote on a new prime minister with the help of the Senate that has all been fully appointed by the military.
And shifting gears a bit, Saksit, slightly, the potential coalitions are still being hashed out with parties like the Bumjai Thai and Democrats still holding out. What do you think we can expect there?
Well, and that is also important going forward, because after that, the senators will be on their own, and the MPs, of course, will be on their own. At the moment, the proxy party of the military government, the Palang Prasharat, and the other side as well, the Pheu Thai and their group, nobody has enough seats to have an absolute majority in the 500-seat lower house. So that's why Palang Prasharat is trying to get as many seats as they can, as many partners as they can. And there are still many undecided parties out there, including Bumjai Thai and the Democrat Party. Both of them have 52 and 51 seats each. So on Wednesday, we will have a new leadership vote of the Democrat Party after Abhisit Vejjajiva, the former prime minister, has stepped down after a dismal performance at the polls in March. And that leader, the new leader, could very well point the new direction, whether or not they're going to join the military as well. Bumjai Thai also as well, they're still holding out. They're still, you know, basically not revealing themselves either. So which goes to show that they're still waiting for basically an offer by the military side, by the pro-military side, whether or not they can give them attractive portfolios, attractive ministries, whether or not they can join them. But we will see in the next coming weeks where they're going to land on.
All right, many thanks for that, Saksit Sombat, speaking to us from Bangkok.